What's going on, veterans? My name is Nate, aka the VA Disability Guy. And for those of you that don't know, I'm a 100% permanent and total disabled veteran, Air Force veteran to be specific. And on this channel, I talk about things such as VA disability and how you, as a veteran, can better advocate yourself when dealing with the VA for your claims. Today's video is one you definitely don't want to miss because we're going to be talking about migraines, one of the 10 most common VA disabilities claimed among veterans like yourself. But before I get to today's content, for those of you that are new, subscribe to the channel. You won't regret it. And while y'all are at it, go ahead and leave a like on this video, because what that does is it lets YouTube know that this information is important and it'll push this video out to more veterans like yourself. Let's get into the content. So I recently released this video and a lot of you all have commented on it and let me know that you wanted me to make specific videos for your disabilities. So Slick the Ripper, this one's for you, Slick, and I appreciate the support on the channel and thanks for your comment. We're going to get into the information about migraines for you, and as usual, I'm going to do two things today. First, I'm going to show you what the VA looks for specifically, and second, I'm going to show you all my paperwork because migraines is actually something that I suffer from quite frequently, and I have a 30% rating for my migraines. So let's get to what the VA is looking for when rating you for your migraines. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I cannot start this conversation about migraines without telling you one important fact. A migraine and a headache, though they are similar, they're not necessarily the same. A lot of people don't understand. Sometimes when you go into medical and you say, hey, I have a headache, if the VA sees headache, chances are you may just get 10% for that. But with migraines, you could get anything from 10% to 50. So let's get into the actual symptoms of a migraine. Because as I said, with a headache, you could take some Aleve or some aspirin or something like that, and that thing is gone. That doesn't work for migraines. So symptoms of migraines are sensitivity to noise, light, and smell, vomiting, nausea, blurred vision, fatigue. All of these are symptoms of a migraine. Very different from a simple headache. And when it comes to rating your migraine, of course, you'll get 0% if you have less frequent attacks. You'll get 10% if you have prostrating attacks on average of 1 in 2 months over the last several months. Prostrating attacks on average once a month over the last several months. And 50% rating for very frequent attacks that are completely prostrating and prolonged and lead to severe economic inadaptability. And I'm going to talk about prostrating attacks when I show you my actual paperwork in just a moment. And before I show you my paperwork, one thing I want to make sure you all know is this right here. It's highly recommended that you keep a journal or document your migraines, all right? You need to know the dates, the times, how long they lasted, how frequent, how they affected you, because like I said, prostrating is the big deal for migraines and how prolonged they are, all right? Any medications you're prescribed, make sure you document your medications and keep track of those things and make sure you're picking it up and taking it. If it's not working, ask your doctor for another different type of medication. But all of these things you need to keep track of and make sure that you're able to give that information to the VA when they request it. All right, now, before we move forward and I show you my paperwork and violate my own HIPAA rights, if you're still watching this video, for one, I appreciate you. And do me a favor, like the video if you haven't done so. And if you're not subscribed, once again, subscribe to the channel. You won't regret it. Much appreciated. Let's move forward. Okay, now before I close out this video, I want to show you all my VA paperwork, which explains why the VA gave me 30%. Do I think I deserve 50? Absolutely. However, they gave me 30, and they also explained to me why I didn't get 50. They showed what the symptoms would have to be to get 50% for your migraines. So let's get into that right now. Now, this is the paperwork that the VA sent me for my migraine rating of 30%. I do think I should have got a 50% rating, but let's go over it. It says the service connection for migraine includes variants proposed as directly related to military service. We have assigned a 30% evaluation for your migraine, including variants based on, and this is where they talk about why they gave me 30%. Characteristics are prostrating attacks occurring on an average once a month over the last several months. Prostrating attacks, basically that just means your migraines, they basically take you out. You can literally only sit in a dark room. You can't function there. You're literally on your butt, and that's all you can do. You can't work. You can't do anything. So for 50%, a higher evaluation of 50% is not warranted, according to them, for me, for migraines unless the evidence shows very frequent, completely prostrating, and prolonged attacks productive of severe economic inadaptability. Like I said, it means you can't work, and those migraines happen very frequently. I don't know why they didn't give me 50% because I honestly get like 3 to 4 of these a week, and they are completely prostrating. And my medical records do show that, but neither here nor there. I got the rating I want. So I won't combat it unless something happens and the VA comes later and they try to bring my rating down, which it'll take a lot because I got over 300%. So, like I say, this is my fifth most highest rated, and I got like 47 things in my record. Just so you know, I have a lot of issues. So this is what the VA sent me in terms of paperwork. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for today's video on migraines, which I said is one of the top 10 most common VA disabilities among veterans. So if you want to see a video about those 10 common disabilities, check it out here. And as always, I will see you all in the next video. But until then, make sure you take care of yourself and take care of those around you. Peace. Hey, look, on this channel, I don't make content so that people can find loopholes and exploit any disability system, whether it be the Veteran Affairs disability system, Social Security, or anything else. So do as I did, and when you tell your story, be honest. Talk about the symptoms that you actually have, and don't use the information that I give you to exploit any system for any gain. And that's just my recommendation. And also I would think that since we're all veterans, we're going to do the integral thing anyway. So I still wish you luck on getting your best rating.